How's it going, guys? TJ Bennett here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at switch statements. But first, let's go over the last video's homework assignment. If you want to skip reviewing the homework assignment, you can jump to this timestamp here in the video. The homework assignment was to take your vending machine app and revise the initial display to use arrays and a for loop. Then use a while loop to make the program repeat itself until the user selects to exit or if the user runs out of money. Let's start by declaring our arrays. We'll declare our int prices array with the values of 2, 2, 2, and 3. And we'll also declare our string taco names array with chicken taco, beef taco, vegetable taco, and shrimp taco. Now that we have our arrays implemented, let's revise the display to utilize these arrays with a for loop. Under the right line that shows selection and main menu, let's remove this display and replace it with a for loop. We know we have 4 types of tacos, but we should make the code flexible so in case we add or remove a taco, it'll require less changes to our code base. Taco names is an array of strings, and the for loop is asking for a number to use for the looping condition. We can actually retrieve how many strings are in our array. We can simply use dot notation to access data members within our array. We'll find that there is a length value that returns the number of strings in the array. With this logic, if we add additional tacos, the display will update automatically with the new tacos. The first part of console.writeLine is our selection number. Now since I starts with a count at 0, we need to wrap it in parentheses and show the result of I plus 1. That way our display continues to start the selection at 1 instead of 0. When we run this code, the for loop will loop through each price and taco name in the collection and displays them. Since the user can choose to exit, we need to add the selection to exit. We'll add a console.writeLine and then add the selection to exit. To make the exit selection logic flexible to accommodate if we add or remove tacos, we'll have the selection number be the result of taco names.length plus 1. When we run this code, you can now see an option for the user to exit the program. The last part of the homework is to use a while loop to make the program repeat itself until the user runs out of money or if they select to exit. Let's start by creating a bool variable called repeat experience and assign it to true. Then let's remove any write lines that say exiting the program. Above our display, let's create a while loop that utilizes our repeat experience and makes sure our logic is within the loop. Now this logic will continuously repeat itself and add text to the console window. We can clean this up by adding the method console.clear under console.readKey. This will clear out all the output in the console window so each time it loops it'll have a fresh display. Now to break out of the while loop, let's wrap our purchase flow in an if statement checking if repeat experience is true. Then let's add an else statement saying thank you for shopping and exiting the program. We also needed to refactor our code so that if the user runs out of money, the program will exit. Under purchase successful, we can check to see if the store credit is greater than 0. If it is, then we can display how much credit they have left. If the store credit is 0, then we will show they have 0 credit remaining and thank them for shopping and display exiting the program. Now the program will not exit the while loop unless we add repeat experience equals false in this else statement. When we run this code, we'll continue to buy tacos until our store credit is 0. Purchase successful. You have $0 remaining. Thank you for shopping, exiting the program. Now in this condition check, we check to see if taco selection is less than 5 and greater than 0. So if the user selects to exit, so if they select 5, it's not going to go into this if statement. What we need to do is add an else if. What this will do is if it doesn't go through the first if, it'll check a second condition. Else if taco selection equals 5, we'll thank the user for shopping, display exiting the program, and assign repeat experience to false. Now when we run this code and type 5 to exit, it says thank you for shopping, exiting the program. Now let's jump into switch statements. Here we have an int number and it's assigned 7. And we have 4 different if statements that checks the value of number. If we run this code, we'll get the output blue. This is because this if statement checks if the number is 7. It's important to note that each if statement is being ran even though we have an if statement that already displayed a color in the output. We can eliminate the unnecessary checks by using a switch statement. The syntax will look like this. We use the keyword switch followed by parentheses In the parentheses, we put in our variable that'll be checked. In this instance, we'll put in the variable number. We add curly braces, and within the curly brace, we can implement our checks. Each check is represented with a case, followed by the value we want to check. We add a colon after the value, then add the logic we want to run if the case matches. At the end of every case, you need to put the keyword break, followed by a semicolon. This will exit the switch statement and not check the remaining cases. You can also add at the end of your switch statement a default case. If none of the cases match the value, then it'll run the default logic. So if I change the value to 100, which doesn't match any case, the output will be the color white. If you find yourself implementing repetitive if statements to check the value of a variable, it's likely that you can just implement a switch statement and provide a better performance for your program. In this example, we used an int variable in the switch statement, but you can use other data types as well, like strings. We can easily implement this into our vending machine app by replacing all the if statements that check taco selection with a single switch statement. In the next video, we'll be looking at methods. If you want to be notified anytime I make a video, just subscribe and click on the bell icon so that way you're notified each time I upload a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.